Okay, Don. So, first off, thanks for coming in. It was a blast. We had a really good time. I'd say we made a lot of really good progress today. The irons were way crisper. So you had come in saying that contact wasn't very good. As the club got longer, it became harder for you to manage the strike. The goal of the day was just to crisp up the iron strikes, and I believe we did that. So that was a good win for both of us. On the left is the swing of the day, so I'm going to denote that with just a 1. On the right was the much better strike. So when you walked in, we started hitting some 7 irons, and the attacking angle was roughly 1 to 2 degrees up. And you had said that you believe through YouTube, which I don't blame you for searching on, that your early extension was causing that to be the case. That was your preconceived notion of what was happening. So I believe today's lesson is probably going to be best viewed from the face on. You can see at the top of the backswing, like we had talked about, this right leg stays flexed for a long time. Both of our centers, our upper center and our lower center, have moved quite a bit off the ball, which makes our low point shift, or the bottom of the swing starts to shift to the right as well. So the only way we can make this happen, and I'll pop this up really quick. So our thoracic extension is 16 degrees to the right of the golf ball, or I should say we are missing a lot of thoracic extension. So we're shifted off the ball, our pressure, our upper center, our lower center are quite a bit off the golf ball. The only way we're going to make this happen is to make a big push to the left and get everything back in front of the golf ball. The one thing that could absolutely kill us from here is to start extending the pelvis and start jumping up pretty quickly, and that is pretty much exactly what happens, which moves the swing, or the bottom of the swing, really far behind the ball. You can see the hands haven't traveled very far. Everything's quite a bit back, which makes the driver almost impossible not to slice off the planet. So, in short, which you can see on the right, let me clean this up, it's kind of dirty here. We did a couple things. One being, the main focus was just trying to get some more thoracic extension. So at the top of the backswing, our centers are a little bit more in line. We're a little bit more centered at the top. That would be the goal. That way we move the low point a little bit more forward at the top of the backswing and have a chance to actually hit down on this thing. So like I said, on the left, we were hitting 1, maybe 2 degrees up. On the right, we got the 7 iron about 3 or 4 degrees down, which I think with your speed is probably right in the wheelhouse you want to be at, which also shifted the path more to the right. You wanted solid draws. By doing this, you can see, and let's just do this so you can get a good visual of both. Without even trying to, the right leg's more extended. Our upper center is pretty much right in line with the golf ball. Our pelvis hasn't drifted or translated off the ball very much, which is great. This is going to give us a much better chance to hit the ground in the right spot, which I think is the single biggest differentiator between a good player and a bad player. The good player every single time, for the most part, we all have some mess-ups, but the good player is going to be able to hit the ground in the same spot, relatively consistent. The guy who's hitting the ground in various places, hitting some back here, some up here, is going to have a long day on the course. So this is much better. We cleaned up where the centers are at, which gives us a much better chance for this golf club to start moving down for a much longer period of time. That way we can hit the ground in the right spot. So that was a great lesson. Keep extending the thoracic spine. Try to feel like you're pretty much right on top of the thing. To you, like the feel we discussed, is it's going to feel like your head is way in front of your left foot at the top. Keep looking at videos so you can make sure that's not happening. I mean, I want you centered, but I don't want you complete reverse of where you started. We just need to clean it up a smidge. Good work today, man.